So after 10 long years, we finally get another live-action Star Wars movie, Star Wars The Force Awakens, the beginning of the sequel trilogy. This one is directed by J.j Abrams. Now, how this film got made has been a roller coaster ride. Alright? After the original trilogy ended, Lucas had plans to develop a sequel trilogy, but they went in developmental hell. Then in 2012, Walt Disney bought Lucasfilm so that they can make Star Wars movies. So they kicked out Lucas, they brought in Abrams and Kathleen Kennedy, and here we go, The Force Awakens. $1 billion like in its first week. So the story goes, it's been 32 years since Return of the Jedi, and Luke Skywalker has disappeared for unknown circumstances. However, from the ashes of the Empire comes the First Order. It was led by Kylo Ren. They are searching for Luke Skywalker and they want him to be destroyed. And how they will find Luke Skywalker, there is a map. A map that is hidden in a droid. And they are out to find that droid. The Resistance also wants to find Luke Skywalker, but they can't find Luke Skywalker because they don't have the map. They have a partial map, but not the whole thing. So that's the story. It's the race to find Luke Skywalker. Why is he important? Why do they want to find him? What secrets does he hold? We'll find that out in the next movie. What I like about this movie, I like the story. So the story centers around three main protagonists. You have Poe Dameron. He's a pilot for the Resistance. He's sent to Jakku to find the droid that has a map, the Skywalker. You have Finn. He is a stormtrooper. He was little. The First Order killed his family. They adopted him into the stormtrooper program, and he becomes a stormtrooper. He doesn't see the eye to eye with them. He doesn't want to be a stormtrooper, but that's just who he is. He actually turns on his own kind and saves Poe Dameron from Kylo Ren before Ren tries to kill him. You also have Rey. She is also an orphan. Her parents left her when she was a kid, and throughout her entire life she has been living on Tatooine, waiting for their return. But yet they haven't. Rey also seems to have a connection to the Force, which is also an important piece in this film. Why is she connected to the Force? We don't know. She just has a connection to the Force. The Force has chosen her. In the Phantom Menace, Mace Windu teased the prophecy of someone bringing balance to the Force. I guess that might be Rey. I don't know. So I like the story. I like them centering on the three protagonists. The antagonist, you have Kylo Ren. He was played by Adam Driver. And we didn't know much about Kylo Ren. The promotional material, they didn't really tell us much about him. So he himself is kind of a secret in this movie. Another thing I like about this movie, they also combined the new cast with the old cast. They brought back Han Solo. They brought back Princess Leia. They brought back R2-D2, C-3PO, Chewbacca, and a returning Mark Hamill as Luke Skywalker. So they brought back some familiar faces, mixed with the new faces. So pretty much the old guys are here to get the franchise and new people to carry it on. I know some people might say that's a little bit of fan service, but they did it right in this movie. The old crew had some shine, and same thing with the new crew. So I did like that. What I also liked about this movie is that it gave you questions and answers. The questions were, who is Rey? And why is she connected to the Force? What happened to her parents? Where is Luke Skywalker? Who is Kylo Ren? And the film also gave you some partial answers. Kylo Ren, he is revealed to be in the film as Ben Solo, Han Solo's son. Apparently he was a pupil of Luke Skywalker. Then he was turned by Supreme Leader Snoke. Then he became a Sith Lord. Han Solo and Ben Solo, Kylo Ren, they do meet in this movie. And Kylo Ren, he kills Han Solo. This was kind of emotional. Of all the characters to get killed off in Star Wars, I didn't think Han would be the guy. I didn't think Harrison Ford would get killed off. That was the least expected thing that happened. That was kind of shocking. I was like, whoa. And then we get the reveal that Luke Skywalker, he's hiding out in an abandoned Jedi temple at the end. At first, there were rumors going around that Luke Skywalker may be Kylo Ren. That was one thing that was intriguing about this movie. Is Luke the villain? Did he turn to the dark side? But turns out that wasn't the case. Or is it? Is Luke a Sith Lord? We'll find out in the next one. So I like the mystery suspense of the film. I like the drama, the emotional appeal, bringing the old cast together with the new cast. I like the story. J.j Abrams, he did this movie perfect. He did what it needed to do. Relaunched the Star Wars franchise. Bring back the old generation, but also create a new generation. And that's what they did here. This film grossed over $2 billion. And that showed it. They got $1 billion from the old generation and $1 billion from the new generation. You add that together, you get $2 billion. This film, I have to give it a 10 out of 10. This movie came out. I haven't seen this movie in 7 years, by the way. I haven't seen this movie since the theatrical release. I just hadn't had time to watch this movie again. But I finally did. But when it came out, I was not a Star Wars guy. I like the toys, the video games, the Clone Wars animated series and the film, but the live action films, they never really appealed to me. I didn't hate them. I just didn't really watch them a whole lot to get an informed opinion. But now I have watched them, gave my reviews on them. They're up on the channel. Check them out. So then came The Force Awakens. I saw it. I was kind of unsure about it, kind of intrigued about it, but I saw it. And it awoken a side of me I haven't felt in years. It awoken that Star Wars fandom inside of me that I haven't felt in years. And with this movie, I became on board with the Star Wars franchise. Seeing the Disney Plus shows, stuff like that. So that's Star Wars The Force Awakens. 10 out of 10. Epic film. One of the best I've seen. So next is Star Wars The Last Jedi. In these last two films, the sequel trilogy, we're probably going to have some fun with them. But this has been your Star Wars The Force Awakens review.